Hello everyone, this is Dolly Gupta and I welcome you all on my YouTube channel Dolly Gupta, a guide to help you in English. So students, you are giving me a good feedback and I thank you all for the support. So students, today we are going to read out the 7th poem of class 10th standard and the poem name is Animals. It is composed by Walt Whitman, who is an American poet. Okay. Actually, this poem is an excerpt and it is taken by Song of Myself in Leaves of Grass. Song of Myself, it is a short composition of the long composition in Leaves of Grass. Actually, students, in the particular poem, the poet compares contrast between humans and animals. He praises animals. He says that animals are better than human beings. In the modern era, animals have become better in comparison of human being, and why he feels so, why he says so, we will read out in the poem. So let's start the poem. I think I could turn and live with the animals. I is used here for the poet. Poet think or he thinks that I could means desires to change. Poet is talking to himself. Poet is desiring or he is saying to himself that I have a wish. I desire that if I can change myself and live with animals. Because poet is a human being and he is living in the society of people or humans. But he desires to change himself into animal and he wants to live in the company of animals as he thinks that animals are better than the human being. Why he feels so? Because they are so placid. Placid is calm, peaceful. The poet says that animals are calm. They don't have any anger. They don't show any kind of anger and self-contained. Self-contained is they are contented. Contented is satisfied. They are completely satisfied in the life that they are living. But as you know that humans are never satisfied. They desires for more and more and more. So this is the quality of the animals. They are peaceful, they are calm, they are not having more and more desires or they are not desirable in the comparison of the human beings. They are pure in mind also. I stand and look at them long and long. Now the poet says that there are some qualities in the animals and for those reasons I stand and look at them. Them is animals. So I stand for hours and hours and hours and I look at them, I gaze or I analyze that how happy those are, how happy the animals are. They do not sweat and whine. Sweat and whine, students, actually this is a phrase. Sweat and whine is to complain or to cry over, as this is the quality of human beings. They always complain to the God. If they are rich, they are not having good health. Oh, God has given us all the problems, all the disease. If they are poor, then they complain we don't have any money. If they get something, then they desire for more, or whatever they didn't get, they complain for that. But animals do not do that. They do not complain about anything. They do not cry over anything about their conditions. The poet is saying that they are happy with their lives. Animals are happy with their lives, in which conditions they are living. They are happy and they never make a complaint to the human beings nor to the God. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. Animals, they do their work throughout the day and at the time of night they sleep or they rest. But they do not awake, they do not open their eyes wide at the time of dark. Dark is the time of night. But they do not awake or lie in their bed that just like human beings who cry over, who remorse or who repent for their sins. Sins is misdeed or immoral works or the thing or the wrong works. Humans have the quality throughout the day they will do the things that are wrong, and at the time of sleep they will remember, they will recall all the misdeed, all the wrong works they have done at the time of day, and for those works they remorse, they repent, and this is the idea, this is the thing that comes into the mind and that goes on, and they are unable to sleep. But animals are not like that. They don't do any misdeed, and for that they don't repent, they don't remorse also. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. And the poet is discussing the another quality of another virtue of animals. Animals do not make me sick. Sick means irritate. Just like you have seen some people, they have a habit of boasting. I have done this, and I am so powerful, and I am this, and I am that. This kind of boasting some people do. So the poet is saying that animals don't have this habit. They don't irritate me by boasting about their powers, boasting about their money, boasting about their works, just like human beings do. Their duty to God. Human beings boast most of the time about their duties regarding the God. Duties means the work that has been given to the human being by the God. So what they do? They do that I have done this for the sickness. If they help some people, then they boast about that. And in the recent time you have seen many blogs at the name of charity. If someone is distributing the blankets to poor people, they are making a video and putting it on the blog. The short blog reels they are making. It means they are not truly helping the people. They are not genuinely helping the people, but they want to show off. They want to show their works to the society. It means it's a kind of boasting. But animals do not have this kind of habit. And the second thing, humans, what they do, if they do something wrong, they expect from the God that they are able to get forgiveness. But animals, they don't do any kind of wrong work, they don't boast, they don't do anything that is not worth, and for that they don't have the expectation of forgiveness also. The poet is describing the another quality of animals, that not one is dissatisfied. Dissatisfied means not satisfied, not contented, or in Hindi santusht. Not even a single animal in which life they are living, they are contented with that, they are satisfied. Not even a single animal is dissatisfied or not contented. Not one is demented. Demented is demand, just like human being do. If they get something, they desire for more or they demand for more. But animals, whatever they get, they don't demand anything, just like the humans do. With the mania of owning things. Mania is used, or mania is the word that is used for madness, craziness, or pagalpan for getting something. Okay, they don't have any madness, they don't have any craziness for owning things. Owning things refers here possessing material things. Material things like ghar, bangla, gadi, and all these things, luxurious things. Okay, so animals don't have any desire for the materialistic things or anything for the comfort. They are happy in the life they are living in. No one kneels to another. Kneels is bend or to come on the knees. It means to plead someone, to request someone. They don't kneels to someone. They don't bend before someone, in front of someone. They don't have any request. They don't have any pleading. Pleading is in Hindi you can say gidgidana for something. Okay, so they don't bend before anyone or in front of anyone for anything, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. Neither they bend in front of anything, nor they are compelled to worship for their forefathers or to follow the rules and regulation of their forefathers, or they are free from the praying of ancestors. Ancestors is they don't know who was their father, who was their grandfather, grandmother, and all these relations. They are free from the worshipping all these customs and rituals, just like humans do. You have listened very much that Shraddh Puja, the days of Shraddh. So what we do in those days, we make delicious food and we call to priest, just like we want to make happy to our ancestors. But animals are free from all these customs, all these rituals, and they never do anything to please their forefathers or their ancestors. They are free from all these rituals. Not one is respectable. In the category of animals, no one gives respect to another, just like human beings do. What they do? Because of the greed, if they have any work, they will polish the person. Just like you say, makhan warna in Hindi. Okay, so for the work they wanted, they do this kind of work. But in animals, they don't do anything like that. They don't give respect to anyone. They are all equal. No one is big one, no one is grand, and no one is poor. No one is rich, no one is poor. No one is small, no one is grand or high in level. The level of all the animals are equal or unhappy over the whole earth. No one is unhappy. No animal will you find unhappy on this earth, in this universe, because they are satisfied. When we become unhappy, when we don't want anything or when we want anything and we don't get. This is the cause of unhappiness. Our desires, more and more desires are the main cause of unhappiness. As the animals, they don't have any desire, they don't have any kind of pain, or they are not unhappy. So they show their relations to me and I accept them. So I think that I have a great bonding with them. I have a relation with them, and definitely I accept all those who have these qualities. Animals have these qualities, so I accept my relation with them. In the next line, the poet wants to say, or he is saying, that why he is impressed with the qualities of animals, or why he praises animals. They bring me tokens of myself, they evince. Evince is used for showing. The poet is saying that myself is a human being, or a poet is referring to himself, that they show, the animals show the tokens. Tokens is used for symbol, but what are symbols? These are the qualities. These are the virtues of animals, just like the kindness, contentness, civilization. All these virtues they show to their fellows, to the human beings. So the poet is affected by the virtues or by the qualities of animals, them plainly in their possession. Possession is ownership. Ownership, or they have. They show the qualities which they have in them to the human beings as well as to the fellows. Fellows is the all animals. I wonder, now the poet is asking a question to himself, that I am surprised, I have a kind of surprise that where they get those tokens. Tokens is those qualities. I am surprised, I wonder that from where these qualities they have got. These actually kindness, humanity, contentness, or showing love, or not being greedy, all these qualities a man or a human should have. But instead of man, these qualities animals are possessing, animals are having. So he is surprised, did I pass that way huge times ago and negligently, negligent is in a very careless manner, drop them is to leave. Now he is giving answer to himself. In the first line he is asking a question to himself, and in the second line he is giving answers to himself, that maybe many years ago or a long time before, these qualities human beings have left, human beings have dropped, and they have passed on these qualities to animals, and that's why these qualities have been transferred to animals from the human beings. Actually, just like all the qualities the poet has shown in the poem, these are the natural qualities a human should have. But in the particular time, in the modern time, these qualities have been missed out from the humans. They have become greedy. They are not showing love to one another, and they are not contented what they have in their life. So the poet is too much impressed, or he likes the animals more. He says that animals are better than human beings because they have self-control, they are contented, and they are happy. Okay students, so this was the end of the poem, and all the hard word and meanings I have read with the red marker. I hope it will help you, and if you find my video supportive or it will help you in your study, so please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.